Hi everyone! In our cruel modern world, a world of wars and political coups, it's very important to stay human and be kind. Sometimes it's very easy to do something nice, but unfortunately many of us have seemed to forget about it. However, a small kind gesture can bring more joy and happiness than all the riches of the world. Today's video is about these kind of stories, which often pass by unnoticed. So here are 10 good deeds that will make you believe in humankind again. Let's get it on. Anja Ringgren Loven. It's been almost a year now since Danish girl Anja Ringgren Loven found a starving 2-year-old boy in Nigeria. She named him Hope. The poor little boy was abandoned by his family because of local superstitions about witchcraft. He was barely a year old back then and survived only thanks to charity of people passing by. Anja took him to a shelter, which she holds along with her husband David Emmanuel Umam. There are 35 rescued kids of all ages living there. When Anja published a photo with Hope on her Facebook page, users from all over the world started transferring her money. In sum, they managed to collect $1 million. Anja and her husband want to build a huge orphanage and a clinic for children, and now Hope doesn't look like a skeleton as he did a year ago. He's a very cheerful boy who is enjoying his life, according to his foster mother. Valia Orphanidou. Last year in April, a woman in Greece saw a tramp dog on the street, with the face completely petrified because of a skin condition. She took a picture of it and posted it online, hoping that someone could help. The poor 5-year-old dog was very sick and couldn't even imagine how drastically his life was going to change that day. Petra, the name of the dog, had never communicated with people before, and she was very afraid of them. It was almost impossible to come near her. She used to run away when someone approached her. It was very difficult to rescue her, but no one wanted to give up. When the little tramp was finally caught, she was transferred to a pet shelter in Oropos City. Now you will barely know Petra. Look, she's not the same skinny, sick stray dog which suffered from all kinds of diseases and was afraid of people. She's become a really beautiful dog, and now is ready to join a loving family and find a new home. Scott Dan. May 22nd this year, Scott Dan, a schoolboy from American city McAllisterville, was involved in an accident. His condition was so critical that the doctors had to put him into a medically induced coma. He was in a coma for a week, and when he woke up, he realized that he'd missed his graduation. But as soon as he started getting better, the school director called his parents and said, "We want to do something special for your son." Scott's friends prepared a surprise for him. After he recovered completely, the school gathered together again. The students put on their cloaks, the director and the professors pronounced their speeches, and all for Scott, who finally could get his diploma. Grandpa Dobry. A 102-year-old beggar dressed in rags called Dobry, good or kind in Bulgarian, from Bulgarian village Bailovo, can be seen often standing near the St. Alexander Nevsky Cathedral in Sofia. Every day he gets up early to walk 6 miles from his home to the capital city. In 2012, during the shooting of a documentary about the cathedral, a journalist made a shocking discovery while delving through the archives. He found out that the most generous donation that the church ever got was a €20,000 present from the old beggar, Grandpa Dobry. The 102-year-old saint never touches a penny from the money he collects. He survives thanks to his pension of €100 per month and also from fruits and bread that people give him. Besides, Grandpa Dobry helps out other people too. For example, he paid the bills for an orphanage that was about to be left without electricity and heating. He helps homeless people too. Nevertheless, no one knew about his good deeds because he never told anyone. Cat shelter. Lately, we keep hearing, seeing and reading news about Syria. Mostly, they're all about bombings, the fight against Islamists and the life of people who don't want to leave. One of the people who refused to escape from the war is Mohammed Allah Al-Jalil. He just couldn't abandon his animal shelter and leave his cats to God's fate. Before the war broke out, back in 2011, he worked as an electrician and held a little animal shelter. There were about 20 pets living there, all of which had been thrown to the streets by their previous owners. Mohammed says that when people left the town, the cats began coming to him. Apart from that, he picks them up himself from the streets and looks after them. He not only feeds them, but provides them a safe asylum. Among the animals, there is a special kitty. A little girl brought it there. Her family was leaving the country and they couldn't take it with them. So the child went to Mohammed, gave him the kitty cat and asked him to send her pictures by internet, which he does all the time. Well, You won't see these people on TV. Their names aren't known to everybody and they don't appear in captions or posters. Nonetheless, they are true heroes. They and their good deeds are what keep us believing in humankind. Be kind, folks, and help your fellows.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks, and we'll be right back to you as fast as we can.